Okay, guys, welcome to a brand new episode of WrestleSlam Podcast. I'm joined by Jur, Matt, and of course Dino for another fresh episode of all things wrestling. Now, this week it's a big week. We have Extreme Rules that'll be live at the McCoy Casino Cork. We also have Bound for Glory as well, and also Rob Van Dam will be in Cypress Avenue, Cork. It's another big addition to Cypress Avenue in Cork. And also, there's a lot more to talk about in regards to Cork wrestling. There has been announcements being made in due course since the last show. So look, we'll have ticket info and more. So first of all, it's been an interesting week. We know Extreme Rules is upon us. I'm going to go balls deep into that. Also, speaking of balls deep, manscaped.com. Don't forget the 4.0 package. It is there. It is awesome. We're seeing the trailers, the commercials everywhere we go. And yes, we have a special promo code. It's WrestleSlam. You all know it by now. So many people using that promo code. So use that promo code WrestleSlam and you'll get 20% off all. And do check out manscaped.com for all their amazing products. So Extreme Rules, it is upon us, guys. It's going to be this weekend. I'm looking forward to it. I'm expecting some big shit to happen. Now, Joe, what's your thoughts on the card? Obviously, it's shaping up nicely, but look, we've got some good matches, don't we?
Yeah, fucking phenomenal compared to last year. We've got every match has got some sort of stipulation so far, unless there's any pre-show or any other matches announced on SmackDown. But it's going to be a hell of a show, and it's a Saturday night pay-per-view, which is great, so we can stay up to watch it, or get up on Sunday morning and watch it as well. Like, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Like, even having a ladder match at all, like, I'm a big fan of ladder matches. So Bianca and Bayley, I think they're going to smash it with that ladder match. It's going to be something different. Triple H in his ladder matches as well with his NXT days. Like, he knows how to put on good ladder matches as well. So I'm presuming whoever's involved, maybe Tyson Kidd or whoever's booking the women's matches, is going to, help them put on a hell of a show. But I mean, the amount of stipulations in the matches, I'm just hoping maybe Dexter Lumis and Miz has some sort of weird stipulation match that they just do last minute thing, or like, this thing needs to end now. They need to figure out why he's stalking them. So I'm hoping they'll do something like Extreme Rules for that too.
Yeah, that's the talk. It's going to be announced, I suppose, this weekend. But George, you ever begin to wonder what it would have been like for us back as kids, if we actually had to watch a pay-per-view on a Saturday night rather than going into school Monday morning, absolutely fucking stoned off our back.
I would have been, we probably wouldn't have been allowed to get the TV off our parents at that time. Could they be coming home, like, Saturday night was my parents' night for going out, and they'd come home with fucking 1 or 2 in the morning and a bag of chips and sit there and watch something on TV before they went to bed. So if I'd been sitting up watching wrestling, I'd been kicked out of the sitting room. Turn that shit off.
Turn off that shit. Yeah, that's true.
But still, like, it'd been nice to get up on Sunday morning just to watch it or something. Like, that was the fun of it. Like, but
we'd probably have an extended life. I think of all the mornings that we got up on the school for Monday morning, and we'd all be hammered, and the teachers probably thought that we were stoned off our heads, even though we were only 9, 10, 11, 12. But like, yeah, in interesting times. Now, I'm going to go to Matt Murphy. There's also another Matt on the card, Mr. Matt Riddle, Seth freaking Rollins. We have Liv Morgan, Ronda Rousey, Drew McIntyre, Karrion Kross. Big turn for Karrion in this match, I believe. I think he's got to win this match to make an early statement. Bianca Belair via Alexa Bliss, Asuka versus Bayley, Damage Control. Edge versus Balor. That's going to be a great match, in my opinion. The Braun and Brutes. The Imperium. So I'm going to talk to you, Matt Murphy. Look, there's some great matches, first of all, on this card. What's your thoughts on what match stands out to you, Matt?
Jesus Christ, I'm not going to lie, but that is actually, like, we're saying out loud, that is actually some match card. Like what Jared said, it's like way better than last year already. I'm definitely looking forward to see this one. I'm going to have to go with Edge versus Finn Balor, mainly because we know with an I Quit match, it can go one way or another. Usually it's always the babyface, but maybe Finn Balor's actually going to pull something because they're now doing something good with this stable. And even if Finn loses this one, at least he's going to still look strong. And he's going to do a better performance than, him with Roman Reigns at last year's Extreme Rules. Yeah, I had to say out now. But I'm definitely going to be watching this. I know we're going to be watching it. And this is going to be the first non-major WWE pay-per-view besides WrestleSlam. I'm saying WrestleSlam, WrestleMania. And
you as well, Matt.
I mean, like, we're still pitching that a pay-per-view idea, like the Triple H. But I'm looking forward to see it, man. It's actually... It's definitely going to be an Extreme Rules pay-per-view, not just one Extreme Rules match, and the rest would be just choice matches, normal matches. So buzzing.
Good take. Dino, what's your thoughts on this card, my man? Look, obviously we have so much happening, but it's really looking well, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like tomorrow, like Saturday, should be called Stipulation Saturday instead of Extreme Rules. Better name. It's has more stipulation matches than Extreme Rules matches, but that's what makes a pay-per-view. Like it's a good idea that they're coming up with a better idea for Extreme Rules rather than, oh, we're going to do this match constantly. Like Fight Pit, that's now getting moved to the main roster as a match instead of like being an NXT exclusive style match. Then there's the White Rabbit situation, which I hope we get more news on it Friday, and then Saturday is the reveal, or Monday, hopefully, 1 to 2.
Yeah, SmackDown is going to be interesting. Obviously, look, I watched Raw last night. I happened to watch all 3 hours of Raw, and I like the whole start of Raw. I like the whole Balor. Do you know what I mean? The darkness they came out. Obviously, they're really getting a good push. But yeah, I think this White Rabbit thing needs to come to an end. You know, there's so many theories, so many theories.
There's now like this whole thing of, is it Joe Gacy? Like there was the thing last night on Raw, and it came up Gacy. But I'm like, it led to something that's not even based around Joe Gacy. It's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it's going to be either Bo Dallas or Bray, but at this point, it's getting too hyped, and they need to find a way of dulling it down, because if it's not Bray, there's going to be a big fire of like fans.
Interesting. And you mentioned Bo Dallas. That's an interesting intake as well. I was always a big fan of Bo Leave, especially when Brock Lesnar fucking clobbered him around the ring that time. But George, look, it's shaping up nicely. Look, it's a Saturday night. It gives us all that bit of temptation to stay up and have a little sleep on Sunday morning. But look, it's going to be a great card. Are we expecting some big surprises, George? Because look, Triple H has made a bit of a statement already. But look, Extreme Rules, you know what I mean? It's extreme kind of means to me Bray Wyatt. It means a lot of kind of twists and turns. Surely they're going to make a big statement this weekend, and we're going to be happy people come Sunday, Monday morning.
Absolutely. Whether it's Bray Wyatt, I'm not sure, because Triple H, I don't know whether he's trying to throw people off a few weeks back, and he was saying that it's somebody you're not even thinking about, like, and everybody's been thinking about Bray Wyatt for fucking since he left the WWE, really, like, you know, when's he coming back? Because he will come back, but I think that it may be more than just Bray Wyatt. I think there's going to be more surprises.
I feel like it's kind of a like wolf in sheep's clothing kind of thing, where it like, I feel like it's not just going to be Bray. It's going to be Bray, Alexa, Joe Gacy, his kind of faction from NXT, and Bo Dallas, like a massive version of the Wyatt family from before. That's what I could see.
It could be like they're going to need a big faction going into War Games as well for Survivor Series.
Like that's the way we could do that. Like they already have the team ready.
Yeah.
Judgment Day versus Wyatt Family 2.0.
Or just go lazy and just say the Rabbits.
Yeah.
Well, the White Rabbit could be like, you know, a callback to the Matrix, the White Rabbit, you know, on her tattoo, or it could be just a magic trick where they pull the White Rabbit out of a hat kind of thing, like, you know. Every week, maybe he'll just pull somebody else out, and they're like, "Oh, surprise! I've got somebody else who's coming back to WWE," and their heads coming out of the.
I think the only way to find out, lads, is we need to take the red pill to see how far the rabbit hole goes in the Matrix style. That's the only way to see.
Yeah, that's probably the fucking best way to do it. But yeah, look, it's an exciting time. Obviously, look, I've really enjoyed WWE the last couple of weeks. I think, look, Triple H has definitely made it a lot better. He's put a lot of things right, you know, changing names. NXT, in my opinion, has been great as well, but I'm really looking forward to Extreme Rules. It's a great night if you're a sports fan. Obviously, I suppose, you know, you've got Bound for Glory on the Friday. Saturday, you have Extreme Rules. Look, Conor Ben's fighting Chris Eubank Jr. It's the ultimate day for a fight fan. So, look, it is going to be incredible. Look, we'll have all the results and everything on next week's show as well. But Joe, what's your take on Karrion Kross? Look, obviously, he's got a strap match with Drew McIntyre. Strap match, I don't know, is that kind of like a little, it's not a dig, but look, obviously, Vince McMahon liked them wearing straps and fucking all sorts of shit, but they could have really titled the match a bit different. But what's your take? Does Karrion Kross have to get off to a winning start on this return?
Absolutely. There's no reason for Drew McIntyre to win this match. Even though it was announced today that he's actually overtaken the Bloodline in merch sales, So he's actually, he's selling stuff. So normally that's a good thing for people. Like, if they're out selling people, they'll get a good push out. But, he's not going to win the world title anytime soon. There's no reason for him to win this, unless he was going on to face Roman. So Karrion Kross needs to win this. They fucked him up in the main roster the first time they brought him up. So he needs to go strong. And Triple H is a big lover of Karrion Kross as well. So definitely a match, that doesn't hurt Drew to lose. Like, it's a strap match, whether it's like it's not like a four corners touching the post. It's not that kind of strap match. It's just they're like in AEW, they're strapped together and they just whip each other with the strap and just, knock each other out, whoever gets the pinfall kind of thing.
Definitely. Do you rate Karrion Kross, George? Do you think he's the real deal? Do you think he's got all the fucking attributes to be an absolute superstar?
As long as him and Scarlett are kept together, that presence they've got is something different. When he was on his own in that gimp suit, that just fucked him up big time. And even in his indie days, like the minute he left WWE and went back on the indies, like him and Scarlett were back together again. It fits. It's right. It's like back in the 80s and early 90s, the Macho Man and Elizabeth, like those two together just fit. That's the way they should need to be kept that way for him to get over. Like whether he's a heel or a face, the two of them are just a perfect combination. And
a match made in heaven. I wouldn't fancy two of them having a little tiff before a show having to walk out, but look, acting's acting. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Matt, Karrion Kross, look, a guy that we absolutely adore. He got the main push to the main roster. Obviously, Vince McMahon had a bit of a fetish for him, liked him wearing strap-ons and liked him, being fucking in leather and stuff. But look, Triple H has put it right. He's brought him back. He made an exciting return. Obviously, we've seen him beat the shit out of Drew McIntyre. It's been a little feud that's gone on for a couple of weeks. Can you see Karrion Kross come away with the victory, or is Drew McIntyre going to be king once again?
Just bringing up about that gimp suit he was wearing, I thought that was dead, buried, and just like burned in the back of WWE headquarters by Triple H. So you can forget about that. But no, I agree with Bear. Was like, I want to see Karrion Kross win this one, be it with an outside interference help by Scarlett or just a clean win, because he definitely does need this win. Like we all know how much of a big deal that he can be, and Triple H, of course, is a big fan of him. So if Drew does win, then I can't see where they're going to go with Karrion this one. Maybe they're going to continue the rivalry, but it probably won't be. He won't get that same intimidation feel. It would be all over again when he came on the main roster years ago. So I could see him definitely winning this one, and at least having another feud with Drew afterwards. We wouldn't say it's going to be like Seth versus Cody, where Karrion is going to keep on winning, but bring back that NXT domination he had, make him go after the mid-card title. I could see him going after the United States title after this one. So, but all in all, I agree. I want to see Karrion win this one. He's my lad, so going for him.
Yeah. Dino, same opinion. Does Karrion have to come through? Obviously, make a big statement. Look, Drew's been fucking shot for the last couple of years, and look, he's not been fucked about. He's top man. He's if Roman wasn't there, he'd be the guy. But like, obviously, Roman's there. Obviously, Drew's the guy just under Roman. What's your thoughts? Does he come away with the win? Is in a match that's going to be very important for his career?
To be fair, I'm not invested in the match. Like, there's more matches on the card that I'm more invested in. Like, I don't mind that it's on the card, but I feel like this needed something else. I like Karrion Kross as a character, but I didn't want to see him straight away against Drew McIntyre. I felt like he should have went straight for a title, as an apology first of all, because like he got released unfairly. Like, he was one of the best people on the main roster, and then out of nowhere he gets released. I think he needs a bigger push than, it's Drew McIntyre, Yeah. I feel like if he went straight after Roman after Clash of the Castle, then I wouldn't have minded that. And then if at all, he could have won the title off him instead of seeing this stupid Logan Paul match. Yeah, I've grown to akin to now hate this idea of Logan Paul. So I would have rather seen the Karrion Kross versus not Logan Paul, but Roman Reigns on the Saudi show instead of what we did get.
Yeah, no, I agree. Now, I'm cautious of time, so I'm going to rush through some stuff quickly. Obviously, look, we have Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey. Quick take on this match, guys. Who wins, Liv Morgan or Ronda Rousey? Joe Rush?
Ronda.
Love it. Matt?
I'm going to go with Liv Morgan winning on this one. Ronda's going to get the upper hand, but Liv is just going to try and take her down with every weapon she can. So I'm going to go with Liv on this one.
And Dino?
Liv. I
Morgan.
feel like I feel like there's going to be some kind of thing where she gets a table and uses it as a pinning thing instead of just doing a normal pin.
Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting. A lot of people saying Ronda needs to win, but look, her brand is huge, so I think she's fine. Now, guys, I think I'm right to say, for me, the biggest match on this card is Matt Riddle. Now, people will disagree. They'll say Edge and Finn Balor. People will say all sorts of shit, but for me, Matt Riddle and it's if you watch Raw last night, first of all, the shit was incredible in ring via promo. But Matt Riddle versus Seth freaking Rollins. Jor, is this the match of the card for you?
It should be. You know what? You know, we've said it before about Seth Rollins. He is, like, you know, he's this generation's Shawn Michaels, where he just doesn't have bad matches. Like, even if there's something wrong with it, like, you know, going back to the Bray Wyatt stuff with him, like, you know, it wasn't his fault, but he puts on good matches. The fight pit matches have been good in NXT, and we've got fucking, you know, DC as a referee as well, which is, you know, he's a massive fan, like, so I'm hoping it's going to lead to him, you know, in a match with Brock Lesnar somewhere down the line in WWE, like, but I'm hoping Riddle wins this one because, you know, he keeps losing and he needs a big win.
Yeah, I love it. Matt Murphy, Riddle, Rollins, is it the case of Riddle gets the win and look, he gets that push that he's worked so hard for?
Yeah, I can see Riddle definitely winning this one because he's really shown himself at promo work that he can actually do like a serious, legit story instead of him just like making obvious stoner jokes and just like him being so chilled out, trying to be like the next Rob. People saying being the next Rob Van Dam. I feel like this will be kind of the match of the night. I want to see Riddle actually showing all of his movesets with Seth Rollins. They know each other at this stage. I can see Riddle winning this unfairly. Maybe Seth Rollins is going to get into DZ's face and DZ's like knock him out with a roundhouse kick, probably, like Mike Tyson with Shawn Michaels. But I could definitely see Riddle winning this one. And like Karen, probably moving on. If Seth wins this one, I hope that Riddle will still look good, and Seth will probably go after the world title. But like Riddle definitely, as a fellow Matt, have to go for him.
I'd pay money to see DC doing a roundhouse kick though.
Yeah, I just have this feeling that Bobby Lashley's going to come out and interfere in the match as well after what happened on Raw last night. You know, that's setting something up. But DC's the man. Obviously, look, himself and Brock would be fucking ferocious if that was to happen in another year. But Dino, what's your thoughts on this match before we move on to Bound for Glory? Is it the case of Riddle wins or Rollins wins?
I actually can't call this one. Like, I'm excited now to see what they do because it's a redesigned fight pit. Like, it's a 2-layered fight pit now rather than a one layer with a bigger up top. So I'm wondering what they could do with it. Like, Matt Riddle definitely will do like some form of moonsault. Seth Rollins might go for a massive stomp from the top down. Like,
yeah, there's going to be something spectacular. But look, it's a match that we're looking forward to. And DC, welcome to our screens via Wrestling Screens. Look, it's going to be great to see you be special guest referee and keep things in line. There's no doubt about it. So I'm going to switch quickly to Bound for Glory, guys. I'm going to go through some of the matches. So obviously Mike Bailey versus Frankie Karamanlis. Honor no more. We had Matt Taven on with us there a while back, and Mike Bennett versus the Motor City Machine Guns. It's Jordan Grace versus Masha Samovic. Josh Alexander versus Eddie Edwards. Brian Myers versus a component to be confirmed. Call your shout. There's going to be a 20 wrestler intergender match battle royal. The winner will get a contract and a chance to face the champion and a match of their choosing as well. Maya Yim versus Mickey James. VXT versus Jessica and Taya Valkyrie. So look, it's a good card. Obviously, it's going to be happening this week prior to Extreme Rules. It's going to be good. Joe, will you try and check in? Will you check the highlights, or will you stay and watch?
Oh yeah, I normally watch any any Impact stuff next morning. Like, I'll watch them back the next morning because, you know, if you don't watch them, you always hear something about, you have to go back and watch these matches because you're after missing something, then so you have to go back and watch them. So I'm looking forward to Alexander and Eddie Edwards. I think it's going to be a slobber knocker, as you would say. I think they're going to beat the shit out of each other.
Definitely. It's a good card. Look, as you say, Impact has been decent. It's always been active. And we touch base quite a bit. So there's obviously some great matches. Obviously, VXT making some waves. We see him trending via Chelsea Green and Deanna. Jordine Grace, obviously the next big thing. She's fucking incredible. I think Mashado Samovic is no mug. That'll be an interesting match. Obviously, Josh Alexander, a guy that's been on with us numerous times throughout this year and last year and beyond. He's got a great match against Eddie Edwards. That'll be interesting.
I feel like he's going to lose. Sorry for interrupting you, but I feel like he's going to lose. It just feels like it's going to happen.
Yeah,
I'll be upset about it.
There's a lot of people saying. A lot of people saying it, there's a lot of people saying it. Like Eddie Edwards has been around a long time. Look, some people will say he's Mr. Impact himself, but it's just going to be interesting. Obviously, I don't know more. There's talks they're going to get involved as well, and there's going to be all sorts of shit happening in that match. But I think the thing I'm looking forward to most obviously is Josh Alexander, Eddie Edwards, but that 20 wrestler intergender battle royal. I love stuff like that. I'm just a kid that falls for the trap. I love all that stuff. There's rumors that we might see one or two appearances. Yet again, there was a rumor that Seshmont Martina was going to arrive in Impact in due course. It's going to be interesting. I don't know what will happen. She's obviously huge on the indie scene, but it's going to be interesting.
Well, I hope she does go to Impact because it means she's also able to work indie scenes. So, I like to see Martina work everywhere. I don't want to see her in WWE because, her being live in Ireland is what everyone goes for. She's she's the queen of women's wrestling in Ireland at this point.
Yeah.
She may not have a title in an Irish wrestling, but she's one of the greatest women in Irish wrestling.
100%. She's on that list. Obviously, there's so many. Katie Harvey, you have, Seshmont Martina, Aoife Valkyrie, Debbie Cartel, there's Raven Creed, we have so many, Anita Vaughn. So yeah, it's encouraging times, but the rumor is that she's going to appear on American screens soon. So just curious to know.
Just to say, the Impact schedule, they normally tape 4 or 5 episodes in one block weekend or one.
That'd suit her,
You could fly over, do fucking 4 or 5 days in the US and fly home again, and
that would suit her so much because OTT is her home,
It is. So. And OTT is incredible. I want to quickly mention, guys, obviously we were blessed and we're lucky, very, very lucky indeed in Cork that we have something. And for so long, we've had so many great organizations in Cork, and we know Billy Bellow's been the absolute heartbeat with his team, of course, of making big nights happen in Cork. So Rebel County Wrestling, it was announced recently, it was coming soon, but it is happening, guys. It's going to be happening. There's ticket news, family friendly all ages tickets.
I already have them secured. I got them this morning.
Good man.
I secured my tickets early.
Good man. So obviously November 5th, the Kino Cork City. Here we go again. It's going to be incredible. It's 18s and over, guys. Rebel County Wrestling, RC Dub. Joe Rush, are you going to be chanting the RC Dub chant?
Oh yeah,
it's going to be good.
I want that. He put up the logo, it's like a jersey logo they've got. I want to say put that onto a jersey or put it onto something we can actually wear it.
It's beautiful. The guy that designed that logo is actually a guy that I've known for fucking 8 years. B. Lee Simon. He's done all the sports stuff they want.
That poster he made, it's a beautiful poster already. We need him. RCW. I don't want to say anything, but RCW doesn't need a title or anything yet, but if he designs the title, we have a great title as well.
Definitely. But sure, obviously we've had Billy on. Billy broke the news to us that it was coming. We were the first to announce that Rebel County Wrestling was happening. It was a great achievement here at to see and to hear that it was coming. But obviously we could expect a big thing. The Kino is a great venue for wrestling. You look at the poster, Joe, we're seeing Raven Creed, Anita Vaughn, what's in the box, Charlie, we're saying, Katie Harvey's on the poster. It's really good times. Jay Money's there, which is good. We have it's Justy there. Yeah, Justy's there. So there's so many good people.
Wait, I have to see the poster because did they update the poster?
They did, yeah. They must have, yeah. Joe, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I was talking to Billy there during the weekend. He's going to come on with us a few weeks prior to the show just to make some announcements. So we'll know what matches are happening maybe prior to the show, one or two of them at least, and who else is going to be there. Like, but yeah, it's Cork needs a wrestling promotion, like and Billy's love for it never found he just needed a break, and coming back with his new promotion is just going to reinvigorate the wrestling scene in Cork, because without it there is nothing. Like, we have to travel to Dublin or Galway or even like Derry and Belfast now. There's a lot of shows happening up there, like, and there's new promotions in the north that are kicking off everywhere. So it would be a shame if there wasn't one in Cork. Steve Savage is putting one out in Munster as well. Like, so the more promotions the better. The more shows we can go to the better. The more the talent, the Irish talent out there can actually get the
breaking news for RCW.
Go for it.
Kids or people under the age of 18, if you want to go see RCW, go to eventbrite.com and you can buy your tickets on eventbrite.com for a younger matinee show at 2:30 in the evening.
Yay!
That's good news. That's obviously in the Kino as well, is it? Yeah.
I can see
yeah, I could bring my small gun.
Breaking news, like always.
Good stuff. Matt Murphy, yeah, I know you're a massive fan.
I was just going to make that comment. I was like saying, so if you're one of the kids that wants to go to see RCW, you should stop watching the podcast because we get out of line here and there. So just stop. Anyway. But no, I'm buzzing, absolutely buzzing. I think we're all heartbreaking to hear about Phoenix.
I actually cried when that announcement came out, Matt. I cried. Like, actual tears came out of my eyes when Phoenix got announced to be closing.
We've all cried. We all grew flowers underneath our feet where our tears fell, to be fair. But it's like what she said was like, we need a wrestling promotion. It felt like a part of Cork just went. So seeing RCW coming back, and even that logo alone just screams out, not just wrestling, but Cork. So seeing that we're gonna be there and seeing like this promotion about to grow into something big will be just unreal to see. So we say this now, like, if you haven't seen an independent show, local show, and if you're based in Cork, come on down. You're gonna miss out if you don't go to this one, and you're gonna be witnessing history.
And to be fair, tickets are actually quite cheap for both shows. Like, I'm looking at price right now, and the family show is $12.50 for one ticket. Like, that's a good price for a ticket.
That's good. I'll be there anyway because the little man is trying to fucking arcade me home now all the time. So I'm in that perfect zone of where he's old enough. He's good enough. But look,
is he old enough to stay up to watch Extreme Rules with you?
No, he's a lightweight. Although last week he surprised me. We had a late flight to back to Cork from Liverpool, and he was wide awake. So he surprised me a bit. I think he's almost there. But guys, make sure you check out Rebel County Wrestling, aka RCW, on Twitter. Tickets are on eventbrite.ie, and as you heard, breaking news, there is an under-18s event on that Saturday as well, Saturday, November 5th, at the Kino. So for all the kids that want to go, please make sure you ask your parents nicely before using their credit card. Can you go? And I'm sure they will bring you to the Kino for RCW, where you'll have a fantastic lineup. And of course, that night then, the parents can give off the kids to the grandchildren, get the vodka into the bag, get the vodka into the 7-Up bottle, and head into the Kino and live and rejoice when wrestling returns to Cork yet again. And we are back with a bang. So I'm looking forward to seeing everyone there. Yeah. The WrestleSlam team will be there as well, and it's going to be a great night. And I won't be working, so that is fucking awesome. I cannot wait.
Better not be, because Billy's going to call you out if you don't show up this time.
I am fucking I've made some serious changes to my life, so I'm going to be there.
Speaking of Cork wrestling based news, RVD in Cypress Avenue. Who's excited for that?
So yes, it's going to be a great night. I was due to go to the UK this Thursday. Obviously, I'm not going to go now due to some shit. RVD. But RVD's happening, so it's going to be good.
I can't go, and I'm actually annoyed that I can't go. because all I want is one autograph from RVD, and I'll be like,
We'll have to make it happen for you, dude. We'll have to make it happen. But yet again, it's going to be good. Rob Van Dam is going to be in Cork. I'm not sure if he's going to find any cannabis with all the seizures as of late. Some big drug busts in Cork, unfortunately.
Well, I'm like now speculating in my head for like the weirdest stuff possible, because I feel like Bedlam could be at this. I feel like a lot of Cork wrestling people could be there. And what if Bedlam talks with RVD about RCW? We never know.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. You always see people there from the wrestling in Cork. We've seen Anita Vaughan at Kurt Angle. You know what I mean? Some of the Armstrongs, they're always there. But it's going to be a great night. It's good to see it. And we look forward to future announcements, like in regards to who they're going to bring after Rob Van Dam, because who knows, we might get another big name very soon. But
I would look like, sorry, I'll let you finish.
Go on.
Like a big name I kind of want to see here is either Dante Martin or Scorpio Sky. I like those two. I'd love to see them here. I like high flyers. So like on my list of high flyers, I like Kid Bandit is number one. Jerry, I've said it, last podcast I've said multiple times I like Kid Bandit.
He's good. He's good. No, we'll see it.
Matt liked the tweet of mine. I said if we get Kid Bandit in RCW, I will dress up as Soul from Soul Eater just for that one night.
You told me made a promise.
I promised. It's on Twitter.
It might happen. It might happen. Yeah, it might happen. We'll see.
If it happens, I will cry. I will literally go on social media. I'm like, here, someone. I have tickets. I'm going. Goodbye.
And on that
note, because we're going to run out of time, we will bring you a fresh episode next week, guys. From myself, from Jer Rush, from Matt, and from Dino. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a great show as always. And look, we'll keep you updated with Rob Van Dam, RCW, and much more. So, guys, be safe. RVD Cork. We'll see you Thursday. And look, guys, stay tuned for all the latest info via WrestleSlam. Goodbye. God bless and be safe.
Bye.
See you.